As the landscape changes around us, take a look to your right. This is the Baral, also known as the Himalayan blue sheep, a favorite prey of the snow leopard. The blue tint on the Baral's coat makes it almost invisible against the background of blue-grey rock typically found in its habitat. Moving on to the rocky outcrop to the right, we have the Markhor, king of all mountain goats. Adult male Markhors have impressive spiral-shaped horns. Markhors are endangered due to relentless poaching for the ornamental value of their horns. It is the demand for animal parts like these that pushes many species toward extinction. Remember, you buy, they die. We leave the foothills behind and wade through the marsh. You can't miss our striking greater flamingos. Flamingos feed without ever looking at the food. With their head upside down, they take in mouthfuls of water and strain tiny organisms from the water using their specialized beaks. Serene bay amidst the nocturnal jungle. Look to your left to catch a glimpse of our pelicans. Pelicans are social birds that live, travel, and hunt in flocks. At dusk, the pelicans settle down for a tranquil roost. These majestic birds, with their large throat pouch and long beak, are perfectly adapted to hunt fish. Contrary to popular belief, pelicans do not store fish in their pouch. After scooping up their prey, they quickly drain the water before swallowing their meal. As we move into the clearing, look around. These are the Barasingha, also known as swamp deer. In Hindi, Bara means 12 and Singha means horn. Barasingha refers to the multiple points on the male's antlers. The antlers are formidable weapons used to fend off rival stags during the mating season. After each mating season, the antlers are shed. You might also notice some spotted deer. These are the axis deer or cheetah. When alarmed, they produce a loud barking call. Predators and their prey interact in unique ways within an ecosystem. Keep your eyes peeled and your ears wide open, for many animals living in the dark do make sounds to communicate with one another. True enough, can you hear that? That is the sound of the striped hyena, the only hyena species found in Asia. These highly elusive animals have very powerful jaws that can crack open bones. Their big ears and extremely keen sense of hearing allow them to zero in on an ongoing kill happening kilometers away. Their hind legs are shorter than their front legs, giving them a strange gait, but this helps them run long distances. After large predators such as lions are finished with their meals, hyenas come in opportunistically to feed on the scraps. Scavengers like hyenas play a vital role in the ecosystem by keeping the environment clean. Now, when you have hyenas, it's very likely that you'll see lions close by. To the right, these are Asiatic lions. Unlike their African cousins, Asiatic lions do not form very large prides. A pride of Asiatic lions typically comprises one or two males, two to three females, and several young. Lions rely heavily on tactical hunting approaches, for they lack the speed of cheetahs and the stealth of leopards. Lions have to work as a team to bring down larger prey such as buffaloes. Asiatic lions used to be found across India and the Middle East, but the natural habitat is disappearing. Now they are restricted to a very tiny area of India, in the northwestern part of the country, in Gujarat. The few that remain in the wild today are found in a wildlife preserve in the Gir Forest Sanctuary. They currently exist in the wild only as a small single population. A single event like a large forest fire could cause them to be extinct. Here at Night Safari, we are proud to have successfully bred our lions as part of a global effort to sustain the population of these species under human care. Found in the hot, dry grasslands and forests of South Asia and the Indian subcontinent, the sloth bear is not related to the sloth. Europeans call it a sloth bear because it has long curved claws and sometimes hangs upside down on a tree branch, very much like a tree sloth.
Captain, go. Thank you.
Up next, the second largest land animal in Asia, the greater one-horned rhinoceros. Also known as the Indian rhino, it can weigh over 3 tons. Observe the bumpy texture of the animal's skin and its distinct folds, giving it a segmented, armor-plated look. While it may look tough, rhino skin is in fact very sensitive. Rhinos do not sweat, like you and I, which is why they are often found near water bodies. Wallowing in the mud helps them keep cool. With only 200 individuals left in the wild at the start of the 20th century, Indian rhinos were close to extinction. With concerted conservation efforts, the population now stands at 3,500. Rhinos have poor eyesight. They rely mostly on their sense of smell, navigate, and communicate. Feces and urine are used to mark their territory. Sniff the air. You might catch a whiff of this, or the scent of other creatures of the night. Keep your eyes peeled. Denizens of the nocturnal world magically melt away into the background as if under a cloak of invisibility. Over to your right, everyone. Try spotting the spotted hyenas. Predators like these will always remain concealed until the right moment. Spotted hyenas are not just scavengers, but formidable hunters too. They produce a variety of calls that communicate hierarchy, advertise territory, or to gather the family. These social animals form groups called clans. Can you spot our deer species grazing in the shadows? These are thumb and the hawk deer. Males spot antlers which are used to spar with other males for mates. After the mating season, the antlers fall off. If you peer down the left, you'll be able to catch sight of the Cape buffaloes grazing or taking a cool dip. These massive animals can usually be found near water. Both males and females have heavy, ridged horns that are used for defense against predators. Males also use their horns to establish dominance in the herd. Here on our left, we have our massive Nile hippopotamuses. They spend most of their day submerged in cool water, emerging at dusk to eat their fill of grass. Despite their bulk, hippopotamuses have a surprisingly small appetite. They consume just 1.5% of their body mass daily. Their nighttime supper and daytime rest routine must be especially energy efficient. No night safari tour is complete without a walk through the forest on the well-marked, easy-to-follow trails. Other elusive nocturnal animals, such as the Tasmanian devil and the Sunda pangolin, can only be seen on foot. You might want to explore Leopard Trail, Tiger Trail, Tasmanian Devil Trail, and the Pangolin Trail. Look to your right. In a few moments, you might catch a glimpse of white tigers on the prowl. White tigers often spark curiosity. Some people think they are albinos or a different species of tiger altogether. But they are Bengal tigers with a rare genetic mutation. This recessive gene gives them their snowy coats, chocolate brown stripes, and striking blue eyes. Tigers were once widespread across much of Asia, ranging from the birch forests of Russia to the tropical rainforests of Southeast Asia. Wherever they roamed, they left their mark as powerful symbols of strength, courage, and kingship in cultures throughout the region. But today, the tiger's future hangs in the balance. Over the past century, they have disappeared in over 90% of their historical range. Habitat loss and poaching continue to threaten their future. Some believe that tiger parks have healing powers. However, there is no scientific evidence to support those claims. You can do your part in saving wild tigers by saying no to illegal wildlife products. Every small choice we make brings us closer to a future where the tiger's roar continues to echo through our forests. Here at Mandai Wildlife Group, our mission is to protect wildlife. As a world-class zoological institution, we work closely with other zoos and partners in a concerted bid to preserve populations of threatened species under human care. This includes participating in breeding programs to diversify the global gene pool and stepping up to house severely threatened species for eventual release to the wild. We also care for species outside of our parks. We are a designated center for rescued local wildlife here in Singapore. Every year, we receive hundreds of rescued local wildlife seeking urgent medical attention and rehabilitation. The rehabilitation of rescued animals is one of the ways we contribute to the protection of native biodiversity. Besides supporting local projects, we also go beyond our shores to support regional conservation projects that aim to protect species and their wild habitats. I have a quick question for all of you. What is black and white and not a giant panda? That's right, these are our Malayan tapirs. Tapirs are elusive creatures which rely on their keen sense of smell to sniff out food source in the dark. Their flexible nose comes in useful for gathering leaves and fruits. Tapirs love water. They spend plenty of time submerged, using their long nose as a snorkel. Malayan tapirs are endangered. We are proud to have successfully bred this charismatic species to help preserve its global population under a human care. The heavy-bodied herbivore on your right is the saladang, also known as the Indian bison. With males weighing up to a ton, the saladang is the largest wild cattle in the world. It inhabits various habitats such as wetland areas, forests, and grasslands of South and Southeast Asia. Saladangs have few predators owing to their impressive size. Living in herds of up to 30 animals, they are formidable. Only tigers are known to be healthy adult saladang. Now, I'm quite certain the next animal is very familiar to all of you. On our left is our herd of Asian elephants. Elephant herds comprise mainly females and their young. These herds are usually led by the oldest female known as the matriarch. The elephant matriarch of Night Safari is Jamila. and she leads the herd and acts as a mediator of conflicts amongst the herd members. When bull elephants are of age, they leave the herd to live independently. The bull elephant on our right is Sangwira. His name means warrior in the Malay language. He was born in 2001 and raised here at Night Safari. Only male Asian elephants or bulls have longer tusks. Female elephants have shorter ones known as tushes. The majestic tusks of wild elephants make them targets for the illegal ivory trade. Besides poaching and habitat loss, Asian elephants in the wild also face the ever-present threat of conflict with humans. The challenge now is to protect these dwindling wild populations. We support conservationists at the forefront of various efforts across Southeast Asia. When you visit our parks, part of the proceeds from your admission ticket goes towards the work that saves Asian elephants and other animals that share their habitats. Moving through the clearing ahead, we have the Samba deer. Samba deer once inhabited huge portions of Asia, but hunting and habitat destruction have reduced the population drastically. Predators like the Malayan tigers began hunting cows and other livestock instead. This brought the tigers into closer contact with humans, who naturally took action to protect themselves. This sad story demonstrates an important truth. Losing just one species has consequences that ripple through entire ecosystems. Look to your left for a pack of red does. Also known as Asian wild dogs, does communicate over distances using a series of whistling sounds. When they hunt as a pack, communicating like these allows them to launch a coordinated attack to take down large prey effectively. Red does live in close-knit packs and spend most of their time playing, hunting, and caring for one another. As most of us prepare to go to bed, Singapore comes alive with a different kind of nightlife. Many nocturnal animals inhabit Singapore's forested areas. They move stealthily in the night, sight undetected, but if you listen hard enough, the forest reveals a symphony of sounds. A nightjar song, a four-line tree frog's trill, a talkie gecko's greeting, and the soft rustling of grass as a pendulum ambles through the forest floor. All set against a chorus of crickets. We risk losing our natural symphony unless we stand behind wildlife conservation work. We donate a portion of our sales to conservation projects in Singapore and Southeast Asia. So your visit to Night Safari comes with conservation included. Thank you for protecting wildlife. prepared to meet the king of night safari, Chawang. Confident and assured, Chawang's aura matches his commanding and towering stature. Chawang was rescued as an orphan near the Sungai Chawang stream in Malaysia, which inspired his name. With his almost symmetrically aligned tusks, Chawang is considered by many to be an attractive bull elephant. Over the years, he has become an icon of night safari. Chawang is the father of Sangwira, the bull elephant we saw earlier on. Good looks run in the family. You know, in this short journey into the wilderness tonight, we have seen many endangered species, several of whom require urgent help. Your visit has made the protection and conservation of these animals possible. We thank you for helping us protect wildlife. We hope you have experienced the magical side to the world of nocturnal creatures and are as inspired as we are to appreciate and care for them. To find out how you can contribute further to wildlife conservation efforts, please visit our website or connect with us on your preferred social media platforms.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, with that, it marks the end of our tram journey. We hope you've had a wonderful journey with us. Remember to bring all your belongings with you and alight only once the tram has come to a complete stop. Until we meet again, thank you and good night.